Okay, it's live. Therefore, good evening. I'm pretty sure I was disappointed at all these sets last time, and yeah. Nothing really all that good here. Gonna start with this for two reasons. First, bombs to take down walls. Second, the secondary is a weapon that applies poison damage. So if I get an early cursed weapon, I can use that. Otherwise, basically got into like 2 or 3 hits to beat Clovis, who is, I believe, I believe him to be the final boss in this specific dungeon. This specific level. So, I'm trying to beat him today. Okay. Lightning Hammer, Poison Whip, Simple Bombs. Hammer, of course. Okay. Against stacked targets. And the whip is rather good against single targets with the pull that cancels. And in itself, it deals quite a lot of damage against single targets, just not a lot of AoE. And first weapon choice. The hammer is not good. I do not like maces in general in this game. So I'm trying to replace it ASAP. Preferably with a cursed weapon. Or a good claw. Which is probably this one. I will keep it around for a while until I find preferably the Curse Guardians adds additional finisher hits. Simply because it's easier to stack poison with. Even though the other claw deals more damage, and since I consider claws to be basically the best weapon, I don't even consider other weapon types for this. Eh. Did not pay attention to this guy. I need to use the charge attacks more often. Curse I have is that the dart launchers are always active. That is not worth fighting the witch for. Okay. Alright, Fireclaw, I always have light. And no, this is upgrades. Don't think I'll upgrade anything here. Since I want to get rid of the weapon, the main weapon anyway, and the other two only supporting. sword. Not a good one though. Not a single modifier on that one. Well, I said in that. I hate these guys. Okay. Second boss also not worth it, I think. Destroying an enemy has a chance of causing an earthquake. Actually a positive curse, especially against the snake avatar. I jumped into that one. And it can even take down walls for me. Nice. Trap room? Yes, trap room. Just the best version of that. Better bombs. Not that much better though, and I prefer to have the gold. Dagger gets tossed. How did I not take damage from that? Gun also gets tossed. Weaken effects duration by 1 second, I'll take that. Critical damage goes up, yes. Okay, judging my chances against the boss, not that high, don't have that good weapons. No AoE, bit low on health. That's a bit more damage, but not a lot. The sad thing is that just parrying him doesn't make him weak, which gives him an advantage against other bosses. Or an advantage that other bosses do not necessarily have. Then again, he has less patterns than especially the Eel boss. Especially the Eagle Avatar has a lot more variety. Closer than I expected it to be honest. But maybe I get a better start this time on the weapons front. This is not it. This isn't it either. A parry shield with a gun that with the Claudius extra critical damage, and the parry makes all crits. But I will take the golden gun. I will take the golden gun. For the simple reason that gold offerings in the early game are better than corruption offerings, blood offerings. And the only thing normally stopping me from doing those is not having money. Which with a money gun isn't all that much of an issue normally. Well, feeling to lack a bit in damage. Okay, 3 charged hits. That's a path forward. Could this be a chest? It isn't. Okay, which is a bit tougher. And having to use charge attack, of course, means I run out of stamina quicker. Okay. Still quite a lot of money I made there. Shield gets tossed. I want to keep the gun for now. Don't forget the money there. Boss, not needed. Fuck. Bending the parry timings again, considering the missing shield. Oh yes, absolutely. Increasing the gains by 100% when sacrificing equipment is possibly one of the best relics you can have. Okay, curse. Opening a gold chest now inflicts corruption, but they contain more gold. If you otherwise have no increase of corruption, that can be rather useful. Come on. I need a bit of dexterity or damage upgrades. Not impressive until now. Okay, let's see. Better main weapon. A claw, preferably. Secondary weapon is not a shield, but will most likely be at some point. Crits are guaranteed with swords. Dexterity is okay. Plus, if you're parry focused, that sword's basically the best thing you can have, because it doesn't need stamina. Chests are sealed and must be parried to be opened, but contain better equipment, probably. hate these guys. So there was 70 gold I got from that last hit. $80. So I'm pretty sure that normally the gold goes up 1 by 5 per Greek kill. With the gun, that increases by 10. Upgrade the bunny gun. Upgrade the sword. Upgrade the money gun for now. Because I can afford it. Right, my champion. Need to get rid of a curse by now. This will be the monstrosity. That was a third hit. That's 41 damage. That's 66. Fuck. Parry too early. Really not that familiar with this guy's parry patterns. Or parry timings to be more precise. Especially that one. Fuck. I tried to dodge through him. Again, not the best showing. Simple claws, shield that removes corruption, not an impressive. Relatively good. Okay, the hammer is not that impressive, but it gives me 50% damage reduction, basically, or 33%. This is not that impressive. And this isn't either. Though the attacks from behind are basically a certainty with a claw. So this one will be it. First boss would be too early. Go for the gold. Snake temple first. I go for the second boss, then I can try the spear. Though probably the shield is just way better. Let me try something. Okay, so the parry from the spear also triggers on ranged attacks, unlike the damage return from the spiked shield. That would make it more useful in normal fights, especially against these guys. Dagger gets tossed. The shield will not leave my hands. Whip also gets tossed. The AoE on that is really good though. Just the first version. The AoE on that counter hit is really not bad. Especially if I could get more cursed relics and cursed weapons, since the spear scales with those, that could really increase the damage output by a lot. Throwing weapons are not an issue at the moment. This one is just a way back if I remember correctly. So yeah, the damage is really not that bad from the spear. Did not expect that. Gain corruption, take damage taken in gold. I will need gold again, so I'll take it for now. A really good point about the spear is also that I can use the parry against other enemies. Possible. One negative is of course that it's a spear and it eats stamina. Oh shit. You, come over here. Okay, wonderful. Greekles remove corruption. That's a plus. And attributes. Health and damage. Always nice to have both of those. Damage more so than the health. Upgrade possibly the spear. I am early enough that the curses can still be purged. Okay, now I need someone to hit me. For example, if one of those two hits me, I can use the parry against this guy. And the minus 50 damage against uninjured enemies isn't all that much of a deal. Really. So I can actually use weaker enemies to trigger the parry against stronger enemies. Something to keep in mind, I guess. This just gives damage against burning enemies, which isn't an issue. So that's a curse for sure. But we can purge it. Blood offerings do not cost corruption, they cost health instead. Okay. Against this boss, still the spiked shield is just superior. Especially with a mace, which decreases the damage I would take, would he actually hit me. Poison again. And then we should be done right now. One unfortunate hit I took, but can't really help with that. Okay, dagger gets tossed. Against flintlock, unfortunately, also gets tossed. I have to shield. I think the only thing that I would exchange currently is the hammer. I had the pet on. You get tossed and need something to heal myself with. gun, no. Again, damage and health. And a new curse. Go try to exchange the main weapon. Though, frankly, the damage reduction isn't that bad too. Okay. Divine Pact. Lock 1 relic slot. But gain divine favors. Oh, good to know that the parry hit actually doesn't... Come on. I have timing for these guys. Why do I fail? Okay, so that counter that the riposte actually also interrupts. Good to know. Cursed bow, no. 1/6 replace the shield. Corruption for each enemy killed is also a no. Main weapon that heals me with the absolute preference. Well, there we have it. This one also really good against bosses, most of the time. But in this case it's probably gonna be my room clearer, considering that it heals me for each enemy killed. Well, don't think I'm gonna keep the weapon all that long. Okay, spear is funny, claw is better. The claw and shield is probably the best combo I can have. Okay, fire sword, but nothing really on it. Nothing on there either. That's the finishers throw the spear. Plus 50% damage taken. That can be dangerous, but in the best case scenario I don't get hit anyway. Okay, so the thrown spear also interrupts. And it always crits. Good to know. A bit lacking in the width though. Minus 10% blood offering cost is wonderful, especially in the first room I can actually get it in. The stamina cost of the spear is still big issue. Minus 10 damage. Those are two really good relics in the first room. The less blood offering cost and less damage taken from bosses. Especially considering that the weapon I'm gonna probably use against bosses also increases the damage I take. He killed himself with an exploding barrel. Nothing here. This could be okay. But I'd rather exchange the secondary since the simple whip is nothing to write home about. And contrary to the shield, which decreases the damage I take even further. And it frankly makes the spear, same as the sword, rather irrelevant. First curse. Ends no longer contain gold but are filled with blood, which heals me for corruption. The weakest healing in the game. There's quite a lot of them than there. Oh, I actually have to gather up the healing. I thought it just flies to me. He killed himself again with an exploding barrel. Okay, keep in mind, in the middle, there are traps. I can use that. Dexterity I'll take for now. Okay. I want to fight the boss, so I'll have to go for the relic. Even though the relic probably not something I will actually take with me. Unless it's something good. Okay, you. Hit this, please. Then this. So unfortunately I don't have a hammer, so this will take a while. Especially if he just stops attacking. Dagger gets tossed while I'm here, and this is the last one. Oh. Not as much gold around as I would have liked. I'd find it really funny if the enemies had friendly fire. That would be hilarious. Okay, what do we have? Increased weak defect duration by 2 seconds. I'd rather take, if anything, something really good, like this one. No single source of damage you take can exceed 15% of your max health, so that caps everything to well, 150, a bit more like 156, 165. Spike traps are not triggered automatically and sequentially. Not that much of a problem. Okay, first phase. Easily enough. Second phase as well. Third quarter as well. Then the final few hits, and I think I did this basically without taking damage. Plus the spike curse, because that is one curse I actually have respect for. Those spike traps can kill you rather quickly. I believe they're the trap in the game that deals the most damage. Well, that was not great. Get rid of the healer because he can summon additional enemies. Though, funnily enough, he won't do so if other enemies are nearby. Contrary to other healers who only heal if needed, this one will actually focus on healing, even if no one has taken damage. Two curses. Dodging makes it intangible, and gold on the ground disappears after a short time. Okay. No gold on the ground in this room, this is a combat room. This is just a straight upgrade, I believe. It doesn't remove corruption, but it restores health, which is currently more of my issue. Though probably not for long if I just use corruption for everything. Okay. Boss fight. I have the perfect shield for him, and I have poison claws. Kind of funny how he only deals 130 damage. Okay, he's angry now. Meaning he's permanently on fire. Meaning he's actually taking faster for the poison I have applied to him already. He also deals more damage, which means my shield deals more damage back. So the second half of the fight is normally faster than the first one. Okay. I will get rid of gold disappears. Killing a burning enemy restores health, that's probably not gonna happen. I don't have anything to set people on fire. Whip is also not going to happen. I can only fight one of the bosses. And one of them is exclusive with the vault. But it's the second one. I'll see which area it is. If it's Snake Temple, definitely go for the left boss. Champion. Okay, dart launcher traps are... It is the Snake Temple. All dart launcher traps are active and they deal poison damage. Can only occur in the Snake Temple because the other temples do not have that kind of trap. Yes, dance for me. Because if you dance, you're not doing anything else. Okay. I believe that was a perfect room. And I will upgrade the claw. I don't have a single point of perception, so that one does not help me at all. And the damage against uninjured enemies is also relatively whatever. Okay, Chester Seal and trigger an attack must be parried. I'm not even sure if I managed to get to the second boss on the left side before I just straight up die. Or not die, but get fully curved to get to the last curse. Which is basically a death sentence. Because even if I survive the boss I fight with that, I then have 1 HP. knife gets tossed for corruption reduction. And I do not have anything to break that wall with. I should actually not kill with the shield, because the claws would heal me. Wait, this is 31, 61, 91 and then the boss, so I should be fine. If I don't take any corruption damage, additional corruption. Which unfortunately I would if I buy anything. Okay, Archer has to die. Parry to them. Those are different weapons. Just checking a bit, but I don't think I'll take any of those. Upgrade probably falls by the wayside as well. That was a lot of unnecessary damage. Rather low now. Upgrade the claw again. I cannot use corruption, therefore I'd have to use gold, in which case it's a no. And another comet room. Nope, just looks like it. So the snake is technically easier to kill because she has melee attacks. But I consider the archer to be easier to parry and to dodge. Okay, shield gets tossed for gold. Not even a lot of that. Whoa! Packed up the parries a lot there. Nothing here. Nothing here. The bow is, yeah, it's there, but I don't like the ones that... Okay, this bomb could be okay. I don't like the curse weapons that give me corruption on enemy killed. I can manage it, but I don't want to do the work. I'm too lazy for that. But the bombs, they deal less damage to uninjured enemies, which can be a negative. But okay, Nova's quarters first. So it's an eagle. But the deal less damage to uninjured enemies is not really all that much of an issue. I'm an idiot, I didn't look for my stamina again. Okay. Close. I need to get rid of these two. Dissipate the attack. Ah, wonderful. And it's void bombs again. Minus 30% damage in the it's the same positive effect, but the negative effect is not that bad. Burning enemy, it can happen, so I'll take it for now. Attributes. Okay, bomb still wonderful in room clearing. Weaker removes corruption, absolutely. Especially with the bombs, most enemies die at the same time. But it still gives me greed kill counters. Okay. How exactly I was able to parry there, directly after throwing a bomb, and therefore technically unable to parry, I don't know. Okay, first curse. The first curse is Reflected Temple. It's the mirror mode. Rush for the boss, I guess, then. Come on. Okay, and last wave. Why does the healer have so much HP? Healer is supposed to be squishy. Better weapon, better main weapon or shield would be the preferred outcome. Nothing. A gold gun, a money gun is okay, but I don't think I'll use it all that much because I will most likely clear most rooms using the bomb. So the money gun wouldn't apply. Why I then took the claw, that also wouldn't apply, I don't know. I just... mistakes were made, I guess. Bit of money. This path forward. This is blocked, okay. Runic works. I'll just wait that out. Base damage for daggers is a no. Critical damage is also no. Minus 30% damage from taken from bosses and champions is a yes on the other hand. Did I forget a chest? Okay. Second curse. Taking damage triggers a wave of darkness, extinguishing all lights. I did 10% more damage in the light. That curse is... it's weird because I generally don't use light enough to ever care about the bonus damage or the fact that it's out. I'd rather just hope to get the Torch of Sorrow instead. Right, not able to parry those. so incredibly annoying. Okay. Immediately toss it. Yeah, immediately toss the mirror mode. Shit, that's annoying as hell. Look, check. Oh, very nice. Perfect shield. And then I basically just can take whatever weapon I want for the primary. 2 unknown rooms and hope for more vaults. Or maybe a healing room directly in front of them. Okay, I don't think I need a healing room. Hey, it is indeed a wall. I parried too early. And the challenge room. $1,600 gold, not bad. I went relatively fluidly. And the boss, 800 HP, but I got the barbed shield, so that shouldn't be all that much of an issue. Wait, why does... So the claw started with dealing 20 damage. But it doesn't deal additional damage in the light. Why did the damage go down? Also, why did I already take so much damage? I should parry. Okay, second wind. I forget, I can't parry the wind. Apparently I can't even parry his sword. I parry too early all the time. Main damage is a claw, perception not that. This one gives me corruption again, which again I don't like. I want corruption for each enemy killed. I'll take the sword. Both bosses, 3 unknown rooms. Could be a very successful first part of dungeon. Okay, this sword was the dash one. this as power forward, this is as well. And I have lightning bombs, I just realized. Okay. I'm already fucking up parries left and right. Critical damage not irrelevant. Already very low HP. First curse. Taking damage triggers is also a wave of darkness. Which again, is not that much of an issue. These stupid balls. Well, I roll into it. Apparently I am not in a state to play today. Therefore I think I will leave it at that. Both of those already give 30% more damage to each other. But they have really bad negatives. Anyway, as mentioned, not in a state to play today apparently. Therefore I bid you good night.